Yes, so our first live session just starts. Yes, so the plan for the stream is that just come up with a random idea and just get into vibe coding. So first we'll have a discussion with our chat GPT. We will fine tune the idea, we'll figure it out. Then we will jump into Bolt. So Bolt, previously known as Stack Blitz, currently called Bolt. It's a vibe coding platform where you could just interact with like in a chat kind of format, and you can build your word application. Again, you can use stacks like Next.js, React, or if you need to build mobile apps, you can also have React Native or Angular or other frameworks and such. So we will jump into ChatGPT and we will discuss the app idea which I vaguely have. So a few years back I caught up writing, and I love writing, and but I'm not a avid writer. Like I would prefer to read more books on writing than just sitting down and writing. So I was thinking, what if there was an application that would allow me to write on a daily basis and also help me out or figure out the analytics or statistics of the writing. Like I love when more than writing, I love to post my writing down into the chat and ask ChatGPT how does my writing look, and get a feedback on my writing. So let's start with that. So two tools when I started writing, I came across is known as Hemingway Editor. So this is Hemingway Editor. This actually helped me a lot when I started writing, and really changed the way I write and I think about sentences and everything. It's a free tool. You can paste your writing, or you just start writing here, and it will show you how what is your readability score. So the goal is always to have a grade under 5, and grade 6. 3 or 4 are really good. So yeah, it shows the word count, and it also shows that how many of the sentences are hard to read. Does the sentences have adverbs used? So it really helps you to refine your writing. Another platform I came across was called 750 Words. So 750 Words really helped me with journaling. I got into the habit of journaling, and I actually journaled for like 250, almost 250 days. I could not meet the 300 mark, but I journaled very religiously for like 250 days, and that was the best time. Like I would just sit for 15 minutes, just writing whatever that came across my mind. Like it was a free flowing session. I didn't had any theme or anything. Whatever that came through my mind, I just wrote it down. So it's again inspired by a book called inspired by an idea called Morning Pages, where you just write your whatever consciousness, that whatever you're coming across, your thoughts, you just write it down. So yeah, so I was thinking, what if we could combine two of the tools and see what we can make. Okay, hey. So let's say to ChatGPT that, hey, I want to improve my writing. What if there was a platform that could combine both the features of 750 words and Hemingway Editor? So yeah, let's see. Oh, it's a, yo, that's an awesome idea. Thank you. You are essentially combining free writing, like 750 words, with clarity focused writing like Hemingway. That could be game changer for writing frequency style, and at the same time, let's break it down. Writing growth in industry, writing feels you can pour your thoughts and instantly get feedback on your clarity, sentence structure, tone, emotional. Yes, great, that's it. So, daily writing also 750 words. You can write whatever you want. Then streaks and status, all these things you can see. Then then features from Hemingway Editor, hard to read sentences, for readability score session for writing. Clarity heat map, color code paragraphs by clarity. Yes. Yeah, so actually ChatGPT just gave the text tag also. Uh, Yeah, let's say that give me great. The app sounds great. Sounds great. Give me the PRD, which is the product requirements document for the web app with the above features. We will use React. We'll use React for the. We'll use React. Yeah. So yes. So we can see ChatGPT is now creating the PRD. Yes. So once this is done, that's where we will take it from ChatGPT and we'll move towards Bolt, and there we will start prompting Bolt and just clicking enter, and just chatting with Bolt, and finally we'll have an web application built. So we don't need KPIs and risk management. We can go for no need of that. Milestone, clarity, heat manipulation, deployment, but we can say we can go for non-functional requirements. We need non-functional requirements. We can say yeah, we will need a backend. So I have not yet used a backend with Bolt. I have previously used OpenAI and Gemini, uh, LLMs previously, but with a vibe coding tool I have not used. So I have to see how that works. So Writewise is a application goals, user stories, features, writing instruction. I think I can just copy it. Yes. So we just pictured that. And let's see how good it comes. I'm not sure. This is my first time doing this. So let's say enhance prompt, and Bolt will just rewrite the whole thing so you can see that earlier it had just that started with the PRD points, purpose, and such, but here now it's rewritten as a rate a comprehensive web application called Writewise that combines freestyle writing. Like it's giving more context so that the LLM can perform better. Let's see. Let's try. So most of the vibe coding is just waiting for the LLM for the platform to just build stuff, and yeah, it's just so you can see it has started doing something, thinking yes, and it's good actually to see how things are built. So I guess this is yeah. So I'll create a beautiful website design, applying that combines daily writing version, core features. So it has listed the core features we can go through, and once the first version is done, we can refine things. So it have also with the color systems, and yeah, then installing the packages and everything. So it's using our React with TypeScript. You can see going through the npm install, project setup, writing the basic auth layout and other app layout. Let's see how the first UI looks. So also using the Lucid React library. I guess it also uses Tailwind. I'm not sure, but yeah, let's see if it picks Tailwind also. So now it's I think we can see use auth hook is used here. So now it's working on the navigation part, sidebar section. It's using Firebase actually. I don't know where it got the Firebase idea. We will change that to Superbase so that it's in the same environment. So we can see connect to Superbase option is here, and yeah, we can connect to Superbase, and I think that'll be much better. And then connecting with Firebase. Yeah, even Firebase have actually launched their like coding tool recently. I think last week. So yeah, that's an option. I think I don't know why it default choose Firebase. Maybe the ChatGPT prompt had it. Uh, I would rather prefer to go with supervised for just be on the same, place. And it's taking longer to set up because you're working through everything, the whole comprehensive part. So one way is to have the whole PRD set up and just provide it and just wait for it to do its magic, or you could just say like start the React project for this, work on this part, then I will work on another part. You can prompt again and again. So and you can work across features and refine the looks and such. I even tried building a mobile application using React Native and Echo, and it was really good. It was really fast, and yeah, just I gave the whole app ID, and it just built it quickly. So in mobile application, you can build, and with the Bolt, React Native, and the Echo integration, you can even like the whole pipeline of building a mobile application stays in your browser. You can scan a QR code provided by Echo from your mobile device and both iPhone and Android, and you will get to see the application loaded on your phone. And even with the deployment part, like releasing it to App Store and Play Store, again, it is streamlined by Echo itself. So it's much helpful that way. So I'm yet to publish one, but yeah, let's see. In the coming weeks, we'll be publishing, building mobile apps and publishing. But first, no, it's all about getting the vibe of pipe coding, and so that's why I choose to go for web application. So it's just matter of just building it, releasing it, than waiting for Play Store and App Store to review. Like go through all those steps. Yes. So we have editor analysis, public folder. So it's a standard, React project. It's using hooks. We can see the pages folder, store folder, and yes, you can see package.json. So the beauty is that if you want, we can directly jump in and code here, or you could just use a chat prompt on the left side. I think it's much better to from the videos I watched. It's better to just chat, talk to the platform, and just let the AI do stuff for you. That's a best approach, what they say. So now we can see the whole app is being built. So let's wait. So you can see the steps that you have taken. So another thing I found very interesting is that like when you asked another input, let's say that okay, I need the now bus to be or the header section to be in blue color, and it executes that, and I'm like, okay, I don't want that, I don't like it. I can click undo in the, and that step will be reverted back to the previous stage. So that's actually really good feature to be able to roll back stuff and deploy. If you can see here that there's a deploy button here, and on deploying that it will be deployed to Netlify. Netlify is something I used to I have been using for years now. So it's great to have that integration here. You just click deploy and you have your a preview domain, everything set up for you. And if you want to be like more serious about the project, you could just buy a domain from GoDaddy or something and just connect it, wire it to the Netlify, and you have it. So yes, we can see settings. So TSX and display name, email, everything. So, like if you have an idea, if you have an app idea that you have like vaguely in your mind, you could just talk to ChatGPT, discuss back and forth. You will have the, like refine it. And once go through it, refine it, then you just take something like Bolt and you give the PRD to Bolt and, get the idea, see the idea come to life. And yeah, it's more about building products. It's not about like earlier I used to have this like I know coding, I want to try a new language, new framework, so let me sit and code, or let me. So what would happen is I would come up with an idea, then I'm like, okay, I want to use this language, this framework. Then what would happen is that I would follow the tutorial help. I'm like, okay, for this I want to use something that I don't know. Like if I'm using Flutter already, I'm like, okay, let me learn Shift, and I will use Shift for this application. Then I would watch like 1 week, 2 weeks of tutorials, and I'm like done. That idea is not. brought to life. So with vibe coding, the what I did is like just build stuff, release, see what happens, and yeah, you can anytime export the project and do your own coding. So yeah, so now we can see that there is some error have occurred. So just say attempt fix, and Bolt is trying to solve the problem. So anytime we come across the errors, we can just say try to fix, and it will be fixed. Actually, the thinking part is new to me, and they have changed some UI interaction. Yeah, so I create an artifact to fix the JSX syntax error in the editor analysis TXS file. Yeah, so some error is there. So with platforms like Bolt, I have become more lazy. So back in the days, whenever there is an error, I would take it, go to Google, watch read through the Stack Overflow, go to Medium articles, all those steps were there. But now it's about just clicking attempt fix and it'll just fix it. Rarely I have to jump in and try to, and it's done, and it's done. Okay, so you can see we had an idea. We took the idea. Like, how many lines did we wrote in the chat GPT? Around 2-3 lines. We said that this is my idea. Chat GPT said that it's a great idea. This is what you need to build. And I said, okay, do one thing, formalize the steps, give me the PRD, product requirement documents, and product requirement document, and it gave all the steps. I took it, I copied and pasted on Bolt, and here it is. We have the app ready. But let's switch it up. Let's say I don't want Firebase. I want to use Superbase. So change Firebase to Superbase. And it's simple as that. You don't have to, go through any other complications. And it's easy to do it from here. Just migrating from, you can see it's saying that migrate from Firebase to Superbase, and you can connect it directly here. So that way it's much easier. But yeah, I'm yet to try the Firebase vibe coding tool. I don't even know the name. Firebase Studio. I don't know. We will try that. We will try that. We will try. Lovable is also something very interesting to check out. So that's the beauty. We just said that change Firebase to Superbase and says that migration maintains all existing functionality while switching to Superbase organizing system. Right. The user interface and the experience remains same. Only the background authentication provider has changed. And removed Firebase dependencies and Superbase, updated auth Superbase authentication. I don't where the data is stored, so it has changed the authentication part from the Firebase to Superbase. Let's see where the storage is done, which database is being used. So Superbase is again like Firebase. Like it takes care of, like if you are an app developer and you want to build an application, or you want to build you're a front end web app developer, you don't want to bother about creating the backend server or all the database, all those worries, then you could just go with Firebase. And Superbase is a competitor to Firebase. So yeah. And let's ask which database is being used. I actually like the UI actually. So it says write twice, improve writing of daily practice and real-time analysis. Then it says build your writing habits and 50 words daily. And it's initial analysis, secure and private. It's great. So which database is being used? Application using Superbase as database, we have from Superbase dependency. And yeah, great. So now I say connect to Superbase, and you can see 2 of my projects. Let's say create new Writeways. Writeways is the name, right? Yeah, WRITEWISE. And we need a password. So let's say generate password. Now I need to store it somewhere. That's okay. Then let's say it is Mumbai, India. Then let's say create new project. Now this will create a new project in the backend of Superbase, and you can see it is now connected to Superbase. So first I need to permission to connect 6 this can be great. This can take up to 5 minutes. It's done. It was so fast. Like last week I tried, it took some time, but this was really fast. So yeah, and now what if so the previous again, if you need to go and edit the code, you can edit the code. So these are things that you do manually. Like if you had used Firebase, you would have come here and pasted the configuration stuff. But here, because it is integrated with Superbase, it is auto filled for you. So here preview, you can test it, see the responsive mode. You can preview in a separate tab. So let's see how it looks in a separate tab, so that you can see the full thing. So this is how it looks. So we have the registration. I think my details are leaked. So yeah. So let's say Vishnu. Then my mail is at mail@vishnu.com. Then it's a strong password. Create. And wow, wow, this is great. Man, that's great. So I just logged in. I created a new account. I logged in, and it says "Good evening, mail" because that's the mail ID I gave. But you should have set my name. But that's fine. So track your progress and start writing each goal. Today's writing 100 of 72 words. Writing tips. Write without editing. Save some. Save as a timer. Use active words to make your writing more directly engaging, and that comes from the Hemingway thing. Replace adverbs with stronger verbs to add impact. You know. So the whole idea is that 750 words. That's like almost 15 minutes of writing. So when you're like, okay, when I say people that listen, if you want to improve your writing or if you want to improve English, just sit down and write stuff. Then you're like, what to write or not to write. So with 750 words, the idea is that you don't think about what to write, you just write what you're thinking, right? So that's all. Then it's like, okay, how can I improve it? Or like understand where is the changes that I need to make. And that's where the writing tips part comes. So again, this is inspired by Hemingway. So the tactics he used, like don't use adverbs, use stronger verbs, use active, and the sentence length. Like earlier, I used to write. I remember like one sentence itself would look like paragraph, but now my sentences are so crisp and like very low in count. And after writing a first writing, you can see where it lands. Like I asked my friend to do the writing, and like why take my friend with my journey. When I used to write it I would use all the jazzy words, and sentence would be so long, and the readability score would be around 7 or 8, I think. Right then, from there I brought it down. I used to I would see the sentences as something like I could sit and cut and shape. So yeah, you can see with all the spices, the tomatoes, and so that line, it says that it is hard to read, right? So it's about like how can it be broken down such a way that it becomes easier, right? Maybe these two words could be converted to one word, right? So this actually helps you with your language also, because you're writing it and you're editing it, but then afterwards it becomes your subconscious. Like it just becomes part of subconscious, and you just start talking while editing stuff in your mind. So that's the beauty. So yeah, we can so this is where you write stuff. And analytics is where you can see that, man, I'm going to use this application, like I don't care. I'm going to start using it from today itself. So you can see the longest streak, and I love streaks. Like I just love streaks. And total words written, that's something I would love. Like I love to look back at things like, okay, 3 months back I started this, and this has been my journey. So daily counts, writing trends, wow, clarity score. And so again, wow, this would be so interesting. Like you can say that, like the first half of the April, the writing clarity score had been such, and now it has become much better. That's something. Emotional tone, distribution, average passive voice, average complex sentences, average adverbs. Interesting. So again, now if you want, you can refine it. Like you can achievements are there. So that's also interesting. So you can just go there and you can say that, okay, let's work on the achievements part, make it more cooler. Again, you can go back to ChatGPT and say that, make it more cool, give me more ideas. You can take that idea from ChatGPT, then pass it to Bolt and get it going. So yeah, I'm like just exciting. And we can put your full name here. So let me put my full name, and profile updated successfully. You can change your password. Preference again, if you see, that's not something I had asked, right? So it just said that okay, 750 words is what I said, but maybe you're a serious writer and you're saying that okay, I'm planning to write a novel or something in future. So let me say that I will write 2000 words in a day, 2000 words in a day, right? So that you can set your, your own journey here. You have dark mode available. Uh, then you have data management, export writing data. This is download your writing. You can download your writing as this, and that's something like you are not getting logged into the platform, my platform. So sign out, delete account, like all this is taken care of. That's so beautiful. And we are in the profile. Some notification is, I don't know what notification is, but yeah. And another feature about 750 words I love is that it will show you like it won't show you the writing done by others, but it will show you the number of words others have written, right? So that would be something that would have accountability. Like you would, like now it's like one-on-one stuff. Like you just come here, write stuff, you can see your streaks and such. Maybe we can build a community around it. And so that's the thing, you have idea. Earlier it would take like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or maybe 1 month to get the idea done. But now you could just ask ChatGPT, refine the idea, take it, put it here, and you have the application ready. So yeah. So let's ask all features working. So sometime it would wait for you to say or work on the feature. I think here every feature is done in a single go. But yeah, so it's checking through that. Authentication login is working, and the progress charts, auto saving, data export, everything is working. Database schema, no supervised database tables are set up for storing writing. Yeah, so that's what I said. See, we have to check. So here it says that all these are done, but database storing is not done, right? Not supervised database table set up for storing writing entries and user data. So currently using local storage via system based instead of supervised for store writing entries. Would you like me to implement the database integration with supervised to? Yes, please. That's it. It was storing it locally. It was not storing on the database part. It had only done the authentication part with supervised. But now I said yes, please, and always remember to use the word please, because it will then create much beautiful applications. So yeah, let's wait for that to complete, and let's see. Maybe I will copy the words from the article I have written, and let's see what it gives. So I was thinking like I said, I have many ideas regarding writing. Like someone who want to get into writing. Like I said, I love to figure out how my writing sounds than writing. So instead of wasting time building the application from scratch, I could just do the vibe coding stuff and get things done. So now, yeah, so it says that all the schema changes has been done and the migration. So we had to click apply changes. So this is when it will apply the changes, that schema changes that has been done into our the supervised database. So has been applied. Let's ask one more time. All features working now. Again, you could test it manually, but I'm like, okay, how lazy I can be. So yeah, let's see. The one critical issue we need to fix. We need to include the user ID when creating or uploading entries in Superbase. Yeah, of course. Come on, we need that. Like you need the user ID of the entries, for that you could map it. Let me update the writing so to handle this properly. Yes, please. So even with that, even to know if your application is working, you don't need to, like test it fully. You could just ask it. But obviously, we need to test it, like go through all the areas, see if everything is working. But yeah, you got the idea. Let's see. So how long has it been? Is it under 1 hour? So I think under 1 hour we just built a full-fledged web application. all we need to do now is to connect it to the domain, and that's it. And we have to deploy it. I have not deployed it, but yeah. So the key changes I made: added user authentication, checks in load entries and autosave, include user ID when querying and creating entries, filter entries by user ID when loading. So our user checks in load entries and autosave, include user ID when querying. It should work properly. Yeah, great, great. Any other features or areas we are missing? But I love the UI, so clean. Like even if I was designing it from scratch, it's not like this. We need to add a few more features to make the application add loading states for data operations, add error handling. Of course, that's our basics. Let's do that. So you can see how it's doing. Like so, it built the first UI areas. Then it said, okay, now the backend part is not done. So I said, okay, please do it. Then that is done. So now backend is done, front end is done, the features are working, functionalities are working. Then it's like, okay, now the error handling is yet to be done. So let's do that. So now it's working on that loading states, making the UI UX more easier for the user. And that's it. So like I said, if you want to like okay take it out of Bolt and start working on your own, you could just click on export, and you can download the full source code, and you can just start working on your own if you need. Some people does that. Some people actually do the white coding the initial phase in Bolt and take the code, download it, and go to cursor and just handling it there on from in the cursor. So you can do that also. So I had a loaded states and a handling writing store toast component for showing. Complete all the copy from properly. Yeah. Okay. That's great. I don't know what it will respond to great, but yeah. Let's add loading states and I need to UI commands to complete. Okay, it's not done. Yeah. So it had returned the code, but it had not integrated in the UI. So add loading states and handling to UI components. Could I even have like a badge system? Like here, so this is yeah, I forgot to show this, but 750 Words actually shows you the, this kind of graph. Uh, what was your mindset? Like, were you an introvert or extrovert, or, the writing, the emotions of writing, are those more into positive or negative? So it's actually journaling. Like if you want to journal, 750 Words is a great place. Like I healed a lot by using 750 Words. So yeah, you can see feeling sad, success, the present, the visuals, all this you get, and you also get few interesting badges. So we could integrate that also in future, but yeah, for now let's stick to the basic and bare minimum and see the which is working. But then you could refine it, come back to Bolt again, and just say that I came up with this random idea. What about let's add these badges to it? It will add the badges. You test the feature, you don't like it, just roll back. So this is what I was talking about. Undo button is here. We could just go back, revert the changes. Great. Anything else we are missing? So yes, let's see if we are missing anything else. Looking at the website, we could enhance it with a few additional features, add a toast and load spinner components for better user feedback, add error boundaries for guest error handling, and a word count, goal setting in the user preference, add offline support with service workers, add keyboard shortcuts for common actions, add export import functionality for writing entries. Yes, please. I had rich text editor option. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Like I don't want that feature. Writing prompts for daily challenges, regular features. Let's work on these. Like I don't want the rich text editor feature because then you are like the idea is that you just write. Like you don't want to be worried about uh, you know italics or making the header or those things. So yeah. Then daily challenges. Hmm. Yeah. So meanwhile, that let's say I like that we can go with ChatGPT. I like the feature of 750 words where it shows the uh, word count returned by other users on the same day. It is great for accountability. It would be interesting to have a similar feature. Answering challenge. I don't like that UI. I don't know why they are going for that, but I am not interested in the UI that ChatGPT offers with that side panel. Uh, 4 point community accountability. Five friends who wrote today, don't break the chain. Writing buddies opt into add friends and see their progress. Uh, we can do that, but I'm not sure about it doing it today. But yeah, opt-in leadership users can choose to display the name on private account. I like these two features for accountability. What else can we have? And please, again, please matters and please uh, give them as prompt and not PRA. Yeah, here what happened. I have added keyboard shortcuts for common actions in the editor toggle. Let's add a keyboard shortcut common. I have also a keyboard shortcut that shows all the shortcuts. We like removing the features from the list. Yes, implement these features. So this will add a toast and load spinner command for better user feedback. I guess I have added already, but I'm not sure. Offline support was there. Okay, I was not sure about the offline support, but yeah, it is good to have. Add a word count, goal setting, and the user preference. I think you already had that, right? 750 words. You could have changed that. Maybe the backend is not done. Add import export functionality for writing entries. Again, I saw that, but again that functionality might have not been done. So that's the thing. So when we saw that export your writing, that might be just the UI part, right? So that functionality would have been yet to be completed. So I added error boundary service worker for offline support. Yes, please. Yeah, so now it's working on the load spinner and toast. I'm doubting I've been in a loop, like are we just recreating the features, like the keyboard shortcuts were done, but yeah, let me see what the results. Dark mode. Again, dark mode I had seen, but I'm not sure. I think the functionality is yet to be done. It's just a user interface had that option to toggle, but toggle button was there, but then not the toggle wala theme. Yeah, I think now it's being done because you can see the styling is being done for the, and it's using Tailwind, like I said. So Tailwind is a library which you can use to have the better UI. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't like the look. I'm not liking the look of dark theme. I don't know. I think good only, but I'm not sure. I'm not a fan of dark theme. I prefer the opposite of dark theme. I prefer the opposite of dark theme. I'm not sure what it's called. So yeah, this is where all the styling is happening. Color background, color text. Yeah, we'll come back to that. We'll refine them later. So I think we'll open it. We'll open it here. Then yeah, let's see settings. Nothing is in settings. Oh my god, what happened? So this way I had to test it again. You had to test it, otherwise you lose stuff. This is looking good. Oh man, that's interesting. They have changed the design. I'm not sure if this is much better of the other one, but yeah. This is analytics, writing trends, achievements, daily progress. Uh, I think okay. So work on settings in the user preference. Okay. What functionalities are we missing? Fix them. Yeah, so again, it has the context of the whole project and the prompt that we had said and the discussion session it has been giving, and based on that, it can understand what features are missing and just work from them. Fit and error, dark theme, keyboard shortcuts, error handling, offline support, and we get our error again, same thing, but just click attempt fix, which would normally fix it. Otherwise, if it's not fixing it again, you can roll back to the checkpoint, the previous one, and optimize your prompt, like change your prompt and see what's causing the error. Like there, it was doing bunch of things. So maybe instead of asking it to do all the stuff, just give one by one feature. And actually, that's the best way to do is just give one feature, one feature, one feature, and get it done so that you can see what's happening. So yeah, let's see. I think this might we had to roll back. So like here we had the user preference working, but now we don't have that. That's gone missing. So adding the record waste packages. Let's see one more time. If it's not working, then we'll have to see what's the issue. So I'll create artifact to the missing the script and record. So something to do with the package installation, and we can see all the package install here, superbase.js, then TypeScript, Tailwind, CSS, photo prefixer, ESLint, and all those things are installed here. Those are pretty standard. We are working. And we get the error again, fail to resolve import, React router term from main, does a file exist? Attempt fix. This is the last time we'll try. If it's not working, then we'll just roll back and roll back to checkpoint and see what happens. So where is our, yeah, we'll roll back to checkpoint. Yes. Yeah, so nice. Let's spend time on ChatGPT. Those two are solid for healthy accountability. Here are a few prompts features you might enjoy learning. No, yeah, I didn't mean prompt by you. What other features can we have? Give a list, not PRT. Time Pomodoro rooms. That's very interesting. Daily writing challenge, accountability partner matching. That's something interesting. Like could get matched to people. Personal progress was community. We wrote more than personal. That's something interesting. But yeah, let's see if we can get it working. Yeah, it is working. So let's reload. Now update settings, dashboard, something. Okay, we have our attempt fix. This is another beauty. Like when you even you're building the mobile apps and you're checking on your device, the application, if you come across an error, then it will be caught by Bolt in your system, and it will say that we have come across an error. Would you like to fix it? So I was checking the mobile app in my mobile, and I was like, okay, I hit the error. Now what? How will I let Bolt know that? I thought I had to take screenshot. I had to write a paragraph on what happened, but it's so smart that it is able to do that. So yeah. So now it's working. Our UI features are great achievements. Complete first writing section. I don't know. I have that. Second, cannot read properties of undefined frame. So as soon as error came here, it is caught here. So again, it's better to read what is happening, understand what's happening. So it's either get this today complete function that checks it today entries exist and has reached 70 goal. Something to do with the store functionality, the state management regarding the return words and such. Yes. So ChatGPT has given some great suggestions. So again, better than copying everything. Just pick one. Just try it. You know, get bold to work on one feature and see it working. And if something is wrong with the application. Let's fix it. Let's see first all the pages are working. Then we will fix settings. We'll ask the user preference. All those pages is gone. So let's get that back. Then we will say that something to do wrong with like I haven't returned anything, but it is showing that I have returned something. So that needs to be fixed. So it's a type error actually, TypeScript error that says that total word count for calling to local string. So it's trying to convert the total word count to string, but then I have not written anything, so it's probably null. So that's causing the errors. Yeah, so the best way to learn is that pick a framework, learn the framework, learn the language. Actually, I would always say that if you're going for React or Angular, then first learn JavaScript. Like learn vanilla JavaScript, build some application, and then jump into the framework, React or Angular, understand why the framework was created, and build few application with the framework. Then come into white coding and just build stuff. Because then, even if error happens, you can understand what happened. Like this, I can understand the code. Okay, this is what happening here. This is the error because I have come across these errors previously when I was into coding. Even when I was using Flutter, which is again a framework by Google where you can build cross-platform application for Android, iOS, and Mac, Windows, web. You can build from single code base. So I have used that. I have used Angular. I have used React. So it helps me to figure out if something error happens. So yeah. So let's see dashboard working. And okay, so great. So it has reset that. Earlier it was showing. I think so. I don't know why it's showing achievement. Let's see. Uh, Daily goal. Last saved, not saved it, 750 words. I think that progress is wrong. But zero current streak, writing trends, achievements, great. Settings, yeah. Settings page, add the features, functionalities for settings page. I think once we're done with that, let's see other functionality if it's working, the writing feature and everything working. Then we can wrap it up. Then tomorrow or day after tomorrow we'll come with another live stream where we'll build some other application, some other crazy idea. Again, like, okay, so this is a React. Okay, then there is Tailwind CSS being used. So go to Tailwind CSS website, learn it, watch some videos. Like, don't spend too much time, but just get an idea. So before again learning about Tailwind CSS, understand what is CSS. So the basic building blocks for HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You need that. Once you have that, then go for a framework. Again with CSS, there was Bootstrap. There is Bootstrap still being used, but again there is Pico CSS, Tailwind CSS. Tailwind is currently the most one of the most used. Before React and Angular, there was something called jQuery. So it's great to go through those and learn the basics, get the foundation clear, and again you have to read this. So it's I'm not reading because I know the what is happening here. Like it's creating a user settings data in the table in the database and saving all the preferences and such. That's why, yeah. So again, I don't see anything, but let's we have right daily goal progress. Yes, yeah. So now this is reset. What about analysis? This is analysis. Uh, I think that's a bug that needs to be fixed, but yeah. So we get an error here. Let's fix that also. But you got the idea. This is how you build the application. You got like 2 months or yeah, 1 to 2 months of coding done in like 1 hour or so. I think now we'll say that the UI of settings page currently just says what it says. Manager account and preferences. Uh, let's refresh again. Dashboard looks good. Analysis. Again, there's bugs. Like here, you can see that says great job. Your writing is clear, but nothing is written. And I don't know how it's analyzing. Is that analyzing even working? Like, let's see. Yeah. So let's fix the settings part first. How is analysis feature currently working? I think once this is done, we can wrap it up. So you got the idea. This is how that works, and I'll be releasing the application. I'll put the URL of the app web application in the description, so they can have a look at it. So once this is setting is done, let's wrap it up, and we'll meet again with another application and another crazy idea. And most probably, so again, how I am coming up with ideas again. There is no rocket science. I just look at what app ideas that could make my life better, or you could mostly say that, okay, what are the problems that you have that you're facing? Like, okay, I want to write, but then I'm not writing enough. So how can I increase the amount of writing that I am doing? So that's a problem. A solution, maybe an app that could do this, an app that could keep the streaks, that app could maybe help me add a bunch of people in, and so that accountability is met. So yes. Yeah, so now that is done. So now settings is back. Great, great. So let's refresh once again fully so that we have everything. Ensure we have everything. Current streak is 0 words. Today is 0. Everything is 0. Then we have writing here. Then we have analysis. I think I had to. This is just dummy. I don't know, because to analyze, you need some LLM kind of stuff going on. So I'm not sure about that part. And we have the writing trends. Everything. This is working. Then again, thanks to these are back. I don't know why I have import writing data, but yeah. Yes, perfect. So yeah, so let's wrap it up. That's it for the day. We'll meet on another session.